in this video is another one of those awful truths about college videos. And this one is some things you need to be careful about after you graduate. You know, you want to go to graduate school, medical school, law school, whatever. You're in these programs. You got in. Congratulations. First thing you need to realize that, as I've said, college is basically a scam. They're just trying to get money from you. That's why a lot of places now they want you to have a college education. And I have mentioned, and before, some things I've heard, like, for example, you go get internships and all this stuff, and they'll tell you, well, when you're on a job interview, well, internships and volunteer work doesn't count as experience. You need experience. Of course, you can't get experience unless you get a job. But that's not really the point of this video. I just want to get some of this stuff out of the way. They'll tell you all these things. Or we just liked your resume, but we already hired somebody. But we just liked your resume. It's so well written and everything. He's like, you're so good at writing, and your speech is so great. Wow, you talk so well. But we already hired someone else. I said, what the heck? You're wasting my time. But you're going to get these things. But now let's get back to the meat of this video. Okay, so you got into graduate school, any type of professional school, medical school, law school, engineering, whatever. Okay, you end up getting something like lupus or rheumatoid arthritis or something like that, that's going to impact your performance. Now, this is just my opinion. This is just my advice. You don't got to take it. You do not, if you can avoid it, do not tell the people that you're working with, okay, during research. Just try to, if you can, get through it, You can tell them, you're just having some problems, it's just it's a little stressful. Come up with something. Try to come up with something if you're showing it or whatever. You just got to be careful. The reason why is I've heard cases like someone's in medical school, they get rheumatoid arthritis, or whatever. They're in law school, they get something, lupus or whatever, some autoimmune disorder or something. And what happens? They get kicked out of the program. And once you get kicked out of the program, you can't get into another one. Now you got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt, and ain't nothing you can do about it. You're screwed. And these people tell you, well, it's a, I can think of the word. It's in my head, but I can't say it. I don't know why. But, it's a liability, it's a liability. Of course, they could have you sign some papers and stuff stating that, you're not going to hold them responsible, for your condition and stuff like that. They could do that, but they won't do that. They're going to save their ass and their jobs by screwing you over. Now, they're not really saving their jobs because, after all, like I said, they can have you sign a form, releasing them of liability. But they aren't going to think about doing that. No, they'd rather screw you over to save them that anything that could happen. Any type of embarrassment, if you want to call it embarrassment. It doesn't cost them money. It's going to cost you money. They already got your money, so they don't care. Their money's right there in their pocket. They don't care. And, it's basically, screw you. We got your money. Now get the hell out of here. Deal with your illness on your own. Now you got all this debt, and then you got to get treatment for whatever illness you might have, And also, try not to have kids while you're in these programs. See, my case was different. I just couldn't afford these programs, and I made the mistake of living in the dorms, and, nice research college, but the dorms suck. Everybody parties at 3, 4 in the morning. That's all they freaking do. They're loud, obnoxious, they're dirty. I mentioned all this in my video about living in the dorms, avoiding the dorms, avoid the dorm. And also in my ebook about this stuff. I go into more detail in my ebook. You got to be very, very, very careful of these bastards. They will screw you over, and they don't care. They don't care if they screw you over. Because they got your money, and they don't care. As I've said before, make sure you have all your transcripts and all this stuff. Do it every semester, because they will try to screw you over. Like, for example, I had, English. I saw once, all of a sudden it was an F. Like, what the hell? I got a B, and now you tell them I have an F. What happened? I showed the transcript. Like, look right here. Look what it says right here on my transcript. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. When you do get copies of your transcripts, have one that you open and check, and another one that you do not open, that you leave sealed. Alright? You've got to do that. Because if you had the open one, you show them the open one, they'll just say, well, it was open, so you could have changed it. And then they say, oh, you didn't take foreign language. But the state law states that if I take a foreign language in high school, I don't have to do it. I took 3 years of German, and you only need 1 year. Like, what the hell? And of course I took a semester of French and a semester of Spanish in junior high. And then of course this test you got to take that we had back then, and in the 90s, before you can get to the bachelor program. They said, well, you didn't take that test. Oh, God. Again, state law states if you get a B and above in your English, reading, and math, you don't got to take that exam. I got A's and B's in my math, English, and reading classes, so I don't have to take it. In fact, before I even went to college, you know that college you got to take, that test you got to take to get into college? Well, I did so well on that test that I did not have to take English. I took AP English in high school anyways, but I shouldn't have to take English. Shouldn't have to take even college algebra, because I tested above all this stuff. And I should not even have to take any reading classes. They're like, well, we suggest that you take them, so we're going to have you take them. Of course they're going to do that. You know why? They wanted my money. And I'm a student, so ain't nothing I can do about it. They will do things to screw you over. And then, of course, you transfer to another college. Make sure you read their catalogs and everything very good. Because they got me by telling me I have to take diacritics exit classes, you know, certain classes they want you to take. And then I take all these classes, I'm about to graduate. Oh, you didn't have to take those, you're a transfer student. That's just for our students. Like, what the hell? But they will screw you over real good. Colleges are masters. They're like banks. They know how to screw you over. These professors, they know how to manipulate their students too. Because most of these students are young and impressionable. They don't really know a whole lot. That's why, you know, you see these social justice warriors. It's just like the people that go to church, you know. They're always parroting what their teachers or their preachers told them. They have no thought of their own. It's just they parrot what they've been told. And these preachers and professors, they know that these people are not going to, you know, actually look things up. They're only going to read what they're told to read, and it's going to be interpreted to them the way the professors or the preachers want it to be interpreted. So that's what they're going to believe. Look at these videos with social justice warriors. It's always the same talking points. That's it, right? Same rhetoric and talking points. Listen to these theists. They call channels like the Atheist Experience and stuff like that. It's always the same tired arguments, and it's things that's completely wrong. But they believe this stuff because that's what they're told. That's why they get extorted. They extort money out of these people. They know how to get money out of them. Colleges know how to get your money. And I'm not trying to say that you don't need college. I do think college is a bit of a scam. At least now it is. It was more at one time about education. It's not about education anymore. It's about indoctrination. For the most part. Not completely now. Don't be like, oh, he thinks college is just a complete, you know, waste of time. I'm not saying that. It just depends on the college you go to. Be careful what you take. But like I say, be careful about, you know, illnesses and stuff like that. You do need to make sure you go to a doctor, get checked out. You know, always, you know, have your ears, your eyes, your throat, your teeth. You know, go to dentists, ophthalmologist. Even if you have good vision, go to an ophthalmologist. You know, get your body checked out. You know, try to do this stuff. Some colleges, the college I went to, the health stuff was free. You might get that lucky at your college. I don't know. See, the reason it was at my college because we have a medical school, and you know, so the medical students, you know, do all this stuff, and then you had some hospitals that are, you know, volunteer and all this stuff. So that's why it was kind of free for us. And we had a clinic right on campus, which was nice too. You gotta be very careful. They will try. You gotta keep all your documents. You gotta be very careful. These colleges will do what they can to screw you over. And it's not always their fault. Always. Sometimes errors just happen. Like, you know what I was telling you about the grades and all this stuff. You know, errors happen. Things like that happen, you know. And sometimes, you know, human error. People think you have to do something and it turns out you didn't really have to do it. You know, just simple errors that they don't mean any maliciousness by it. It's just, it happens. So you need to protect yourself. Always. It's like with credit cards. You know, always keep your statements. Always keep statements of any bills you get. Always check your bills. Always check your credit statements. If you go on Amazon or any of those sites, as soon as you purchase something, go there and delete your credit card information. Yeah, it might be a pain and every time to enter your credit card number and everything. But it's a lot better than someone breaking into their website and stealing your credit card information. And of course, I don't have to tell you, watch your Social Security number very carefully. But seriously, be careful. Don't let these colleges ruin your life. You don't want to end up like me. You don't want to end up a pathetic loser like I am, okay? I mean, there's no chance of anything ever, my life ever getting better. It's just not going to happen. I'm way too poor, way too much debt, mainly college debt and some other debts. It's just not going to happen. And please watch my video on how not to be a loser, and watch my video about, debts and college. So all this stuff's on there under the playlist, Awful Truth About College. So you should be able to find them easily. I suggest you watch all of these videos, just let it play through all of them if you can. You gotta be very careful. These college can really destroy your life more than it'll help you. Not as many people as you think, actually become successful after college, and you aren't going to make as much money as you're hoping. I can promise you that. Bye.